finding the perfect home, it can feel like almost impossible, right? Especially in a market like Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
But today we're diving into a story that tackles that exact challenge using, get this, AI
Okay.
to cut through the noise and prioritize something we all care about, safety.
Yeah, safety's huge. And what's really interesting here is this AI consultant, Elias Kalors.
Okay.
He helped a client find a dream home in King County, Seattle. And he analyzed, to get this, over 21,000 properties
Wow.
in just 2 days.
2 days. I spend longer than that deciding what to have for dinner.
Right. It's mind-boggling, the speed and scale that AI can bring.
Oh, absolutely. So how do you even start to make sense of 21,000 properties? It's a whole city, basically.
Right. So he probably started by looking at the client's must-haves,
Yeah.
those non-negotiables like budget, location, number of bedrooms and bathrooms.
Right, right.
That initial filter probably knocked out a huge chunk of the properties right off the bat.
Makes the data a little more manageable.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. But this deep dive is about more than just finding a house, right?
Hmm.
Elias went a step further. He brought in crime data from the sheriff's department.
Interesting.
His client was a single woman, so safety was a top priority.
Absolutely. It's one thing to find a place that looks good, on paper, on a website,
Yeah, yeah.
but feeling safe in your home, that's everything. It's paramount. And it's great that Elias factored that in right from the start.
Right from the get-go, yeah. So let's talk King County for a second. Elias's analysis focused on the top 10% most expensive zip codes. So is that like, where do all the millionaires live? Is that what we're looking at?
Well, it's more about understanding that high-end market
Okay.
where values are really sensitive. But Elias didn't just stop at listing expensive areas. He used this metric called feet per million to assess value.
Feet per million. I've never heard of that. What is that?
Okay, so think of it like this. It tells you how much living space you're getting for every $1 million you spend. So a higher feet per million generally means you're getting more house for your money.
Oh, I see. So it's not just about the absolute price. It's about the value you get for that price.
Exactly, exactly. And he combined that with building condition, which he rated on a scale of 1 to 5. So 1 would be poor condition, lots of work needed.
Oh, okay.
5 would be excellent condition, like move-in ready.
Got it. So you know if you're getting a fixer-upper or a dream home, right?
Exactly.
But how did Elias assess the quality of construction?
Yeah.
Beyond just like, is it falling apart or not? Did he look at building materials, design features, that kind of thing?
He did. He used the building grade system, which ranges from 5 to 11.
Okay.
5 being very basic construction, just meeting the minimum code. Starter home functional, but nothing fancy.
Okay, so like, not a mansion.
No, not a mansion.
All right. What about the other end of the spectrum? What does a grade 11 house look
Well,
like?
now we're talking high end. Grade 11, you're looking at top-notch construction.
Yeah.
High quality materials, custom designs, spacious layouts. It really indicates a certain level of craftsmanship and attention to detail.
Yeah, the building grade gives you a snapshot of the quality, the level of luxury.
Right.
Okay, so he starts with 21,000 properties. He's got all this data. Did he manage to narrow it down to something a little bit easier to look at?
He did. He got it down to a top 10 shortlist.
Okay.
Pretty impressive.
All right, and this short list, it considers not just price, but safety, building condition, and the whole feet per million thing.
That's right. All factored in.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. Let's hear about this top 10. What kind of properties made the cut?
Well, it's a diverse group. You've got a variety of bedrooms, bathrooms, living space, lot size,
Okay.
different years of construction, distances from the city center. It wasn't just about finding the biggest or the most expensive. It was about finding properties that actually fit what the client needed.
So a mix of styles and features. I like that. So did Elias just hand his client a spreadsheet with these top 10? Or was it a little bit more exciting than that?
Okay, this is where it gets really cool. Elias actually created an interactive Google Maps file for his client.
Oh, wow.
So she could visually explore each property, get a feel for the neighborhood,
Wow.
really start to imagine herself living there.
That's brilliant. It's like a virtual tour guide.
Exactly.
But you can go at your own pace and really dive into the details. That's personalized service.
It is. It adds that human element, allows the client to connect with these properties on a deeper level, not just looking at numbers on a spreadsheet.
I love that. Okay, so out of this impressive top 10, Elias then chose 3 homes for a deeper dive.
Yeah,
So let's take a closer look at those finalists, see what made them stand out.
let's do it. Each of these homes represents a different way to balance price, features, location.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see how Elias used those factors to make his final recommendations.
All right, lay it on me. What are the top three? What's the cheapest choice?
Okay, Shep's choice. Get ready for this house ID. 79426011555.
Catchy.
I know, right? Comes in at a very attractive $302,282.
Oh.
2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1,095 square feet of living space. And location-wise, it's just 0.89 miles from the city center.
Okay, hold on. Under 305K and less than a mile from downtown Seattle.
You got it.
What's the catch? It's got to be a catch.
Well, it was built in 1901.
Oh, okay.
So it might need some love.
A little TLC.
Little TLC, yeah. But it sits on a decent lot, 5,120 square feet, so you've got some outdoor space.
Okay, so maybe some work, but with that price and
Yeah.
location, could be a deal. What about the most premium choice? What makes this one so fancy?
Okay, this one is on the other end of the spectrum price-wise.
Right.
House ID 760-136, listed at $411,000. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a little bit bigger, 1,130 square feet. Also, 0.89 miles from the city center, so great location there too.
Oh, so similar location to the cheapest choice,
Yeah.
but newer, and you get that extra bathroom. I guess that explains the price jump. Okay, I can see the appeal. And finally, the best value choice. What makes this one the winner in the value category?
Okay, this one, House ID 114140005, it's $690,000. It offers 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and quite a bit more space, 1,770 square feet. Also, 0.89 miles from the city center.
Oh, so the best value choice. You win on space and bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elias really nailed that whole balance thing. Did he factor in any other data points, besides price, size, location? What about property taxes,
No.
schools, that kind of stuff?
Those specifics weren't in the data we have.
Okay.
But I'd say it's highly likely he considered those factors, especially property taxes. I mean, that can really make or break your budget.
Oh, absolutely. You don't want to fall in love with a house and then find out, oh, I can't afford to live here.
Exactly.
So let's go back to these 3 finalists for a second. I'm trying to picture them. Do we know anything about their style? Are we talking craftsman, mid-century modern, something else entirely?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, the data doesn't say anything about specific architectural styles.
Oh, okay.
But we can use our imaginations a little bit. Think about the year built. The cheapest choice, that was 1901.
Yeah.
So back then, you're probably looking at Victorian or Craftsman styles.
Oh, so picture it like charming Victorian. Intricate details, a big front porch, maybe even a turret.
Yeah, like stepping back in time.
Okay, I love it.
And then the premium choice, built in 2007, so that's going to be more contemporary. Right?
Yeah.
Clean lines, open floor plan, maybe some sustainable design elements. It's all about that modern living.
Right. Okay. And the best value choice, 1999, so maybe a mix of those two.
Yeah, maybe. It's interesting how the year built can tell you so much, even without knowing the exact style.
It's like a little historical puzzle.
It is. But, beyond the house itself, I'm also curious about the surrounding area. Did Elias look at things like walkability,
Oh, yeah.
access to parks, the overall vibe of the neighborhood?
That's important. You don't want a dream house in a nightmare neighborhood.
Exactly. So, again, we don't have the specifics, but I'm pretty sure he considered those elements. Someone like Elias, he gets that a house is just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
The community, the lifestyle, that's all part of it too.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole package. Okay, so we've got the cheapest choice, the most premium, and the best value. But in the end, which house did Elias recommend?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah. And did his client actually pick one of those 3? Do we know?
That's the thing. The data doesn't tell us that final decision.
Oh,
And I think that's okay.
Why is that okay?
Because this deep dive, it's not about finding the one right answer.
Yeah.
It's about showing how powerful data analysis can be.
Right.
It can guide us, help us make better decisions.
Okay.
But ultimately, choosing a home, that's personal.
It is.
There are factors beyond those data points that we've talked about.
I get it. It's like the data is incredibly valuable, but it's not the only thing.
Exactly.
There's that human element to decision making, especially when it comes to something as big as buying a home. It's like you've got all the pieces of a puzzle, but you get to decide how they fit together.
Right.
Data gives you patterns, possibilities, but it's our values, our priorities that create the whole picture.
Absolutely. And in this case, the client had Elias's expertise, to guide her.
Yeah.
But the final decision, hers. Where to put down roots, that's a big one.
It is.
It's a good reminder that AI can help us make decisions,
Yeah.
not make them for us.
I like that. It's not about giving up control. It's about having more information,
Right.
making smarter choices.
Hmm.
So, as we wrap up, what's the one big takeaway you hope our listeners get from all this?
I hope they see that AI can change the game in areas that used to feel, I don't know, kind of scary, like real estate.
Yeah.
Elias showed us how you can use data to cut through all the noise, put safety first, and even, make it fun to look at all the options. That interactive map was cool.
That map, that was awesome. It's like he
Right.
turned a boring spreadsheet into an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. It shows how AI can make things more personal,
Right.
more engaging, more, I don't know, empowering.
I like that.
But, and this is important, choosing a home. It's a feeling.
It is.
It's not just about the numbers.
You got to love the place, yeah.
Sometimes that feeling, you can't get it from data.
Mm.
It's the vibe of a neighborhood, the potential for renovating, fixing things up, or just that gut feeling
Yeah.
like this is the one.
This is it. That
Exactly.
data shows you the way. But intuition, that's your compass. So before we go, I want to leave everyone with a thought. Imagine you're looking for your dream home.
Okay.
What data would you focus on? Parks nearby, good schools, maybe a cool art scene, or even like super fast internet?
That's the question, isn't it? What matters most to you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just about a house. It's about finding a place that fits your life, your dreams, your values, all of it.
I love that. So until next time, happy house hunting, everyone. Let the data guide you, but always trust your gut.